Good afternoon, Evolution family. My name is Ryan Stockton, and I am the administrator for Tinlake here at Archer Travel. So, I hope everyone is doing well this afternoon, and as you know, when you see me here, we are going over Tinlake. So, let's get this started, Amanda. Tinlake is Archer Travel's preferred travel protection supplier. All right, we have a great contract with them, and in today's presentation, I'm going to go over booking Tinlake because a lot of agents, new agents and old, are sending me emails asking me how they book, where exactly is the quote form, and things like this. So that's what we're going to cover today. A little refresher for those agents that have been around for a little bit and new agents. This is very important information for you. All right, let's kick it off, Amanda. All right, so for the new agents, registration, please email tinlake@archertravel.com. Please include your Evolution ID number, your first and last name, and the email address you would like associated with the account. Now, please only send registration requests to this email. We have a separate email for all your support needs. So once again, that's tinlake@archertravel.com. All right, let's move it along. So how to book. So once you are registered, I will send you two emails. One you will get will be from Tinlake admin that will have your activation link, and you will set up a password, and then your account will be finalized and good to go. The second email will have a direct link to the agent sign-in portal. It's not the sign-in at tinlake.com up in the top corner. It's all the way at the bottom of the page where it says agent sign-in. But I'll provide you with that link. I will also provide you with the support email and a comprehensive training video that everything we're going to cover today is also in that training video and a lot more information. So I really recommend everyone watch it. And if you have any other questions about Tinlake, that's a good source because I cover everything from beginning to end. It's a great source of information. So if you have questions, maybe review that. And of course, always I am here to answer everything. So once you are able to sign in, to book or sell a policy, you click on your agent link. Now, this is the dashboard from my account. See this little red circle right here? This is where your agent link is. It has this 5-digit number. That number is specific to you. So all you have to do is click on that. Now this is on your agent dashboard. You'll have all this information. It will give you right here is your sales. It'll give you policies sold today, how much money for the premiums for today, gives you overall year-to-date sales, everything. This is a good analytic tool if you want to keep track of your Tinlake stuff. All right, so click on your agent link, and that will bring you to the next page, which is the quote form. Okay, the quote form. It's pretty self-explanatory. All you have to do is fill in the relevant fields for your client's trip information, whether you've already booked this trip for them, or you can enter all the information from a quote you generated for a trip that they have not yet confirmed or booked you. So you can include this in the whole package, okay? So we have first and most importantly, or maybe second most importantly, is where are they a resident of? They need to be a U.S. resident in order to purchase a Tinlake policy. The next thing you're going to enter is how many travelers. After you enter how many travelers, depending on if you have 2 or 3, just below that, another drop-down box will appear. And it will have either 2 or 3 boxes, however many travelers you have, and you enter the travelers' ages because how old they are will change the price of a policy, okay? Now, we have to enter their correct ages. I know a lot of people like to say they're a lot younger than they are, but this is important if a claim needs to be filed. Because if there's an incorrect age here, the policy could be voided in whole. So they will get no reimbursement. It's just going to be a bad day all around. So make sure all this information is factual, okay? Next is where do you leave from your trip? So is that what it says? Where do you leave home when. So this will be their departure date. We have Reggie Rivas peeking in on me right here. It's getting me distracted a little bit. So this will be their departure date. Now, we cannot sell a 10-leg policy if your client is within 15 days of departure. You can enter a date there that's within 15 days, but after you enter all this other information and you press search, it's going to give you a blank screen. That's because there will be no applicable policies for them because they are within the window. So they need to be outside the window to be able to book, outside 15 days. Okay, when do they return home? This one that's circled, this one's important. Do they want travel protection coverage? Always put yes, unless your client is specifically looking for medical coverage. But 9 times out of 10, they're looking for travel protection insurance for the cancellation coverage. So make sure that that says yes. It's automatically defaulted to be yes, but just always review your information before you ever click proceed or buy now or to generate a form or something like that. It's always good to review because we're human and we make mistakes. The next box is cost. So you have 2 options here. You can either do total trip cost or cost per traveler. Okay, the cost per traveler is good. If you have a group of people, like let's say you have separate couples, and they're going to break their trip down into portions. So it's a whole inclusive trip that costs $10,000, and this couple is going. So you can do cost per traveler of $2,500. That'll include both the travelers that you have because you've selected 2 travelers. So that would be $5,000. So that's good for that. Otherwise, if it's a group, just go total trip cost. Now, when did you make your first booking? The reason they ask this question is because you only have 14 days from initial booking or deposit to be eligible for the cancel for any reason upgrade. Cancel for any reason gives your client the ability to cancel literally for any reason. They don't need to fall within the criteria of a regular trip cancellation protection policy to be reimbursed. So it gives them the power to cancel for any unforeseen reason and for things that aren't in the regular criteria. So that's 14 days from the date of booking. And then last but not least, their destination. Some destinations, 10-leg does not provide coverage for. And these are areas of the world that are experiencing turmoil and things of that like. The risk assessment is too high for traveling to those countries. So if you put one of those countries and you end up a blank screen, and you receive a blank screen, that may be one of the reasons why. Okay? One last thing. If you are a resident of New York, New York's insurance laws do not allow travel protection insurance. So if your clients are a resident of New York, you will also get a blank screen. And that's legislature, and any travel protection supplier you go to is going to give you the same result. It's just the laws of New York. All right, next screen. So after you press quote now, you will get this screen. So I entered some general information. We have departure date of May 4th. We return on May 18th. I put a total trip cost of $4,000. Our initial deposit was today, $419, so we are within the window. And traveler ages, see how it says 2, 40, and 41? It's because I selected 2 travelers. So then it gives us a range of policies here. This price is for both people. It covers both. So this first one is $226. That's $113 per person. It's always going to give you total trip cost, or total policy cost, excuse me. So it's really simple. If you scroll down from this page, it breaks down all the details of the policy and it compares them all side by side here. So you can see how we have a bunch lined up. So this is the AM Best rating, and it gives awards that each one of the policies have won, how many of these policies 10-leg is sold for the year, things like that. If you see down here, it says cancellation. That's the area you most likely want to focus on, because this will tell you what criteria these policies will cover in cancellation. At the bottom of cancellation section for applicable policies, I think it's gold, luxury, and adventure are the 3 policies that will give you the option to upgrade to cancel for any reason. Now, the upgrade price is a small percentage of this price. I think it's around 10%. So add another $26 or something to this Tinlake Gold policy, and you can get them a cancel for any reason policy. So you have to select the bubble for cancel for any reason. Now, here's an important thing that has to do with cancel for any reason. When your client wants a cancel for any reason policy, they have to insure 100% of their non-refundable, non-transferable deposits. If they do not, the policy will be voided when a claim is made. They have to insure everything when they choose the cancel for any reason upgrade. Okay? So make sure of that, because some of all these other policies, they're partial. You can insure whatever percentage of your non-refundable deposits that you want, but cancel for any reason requires 100%. Okay? So this is what it looks like. So see right here, you have this option, email quote. Say this is something your clients have told you what they're looking for in a policy, and Tinlake Gold fits that criteria. You can click email quote right there, and you'll get a pop-up window, and you enter their name and their email address, and this policy will be emailed to them. So then they can review it if they want to check it out before they decide to make a purchase. Okay? So it's a really great tool right there. It gives you tons of options. So the benefits of Tinlake. Why should I choose Tinlake? Well, for one, agents earn 17% commission off the policy premium. I don't know what 17% of 226 is, but you're basically gaining commission to make sure your clients are protected. And that's a wonderful world. It's a win-win. Your clients are gaining travel protection, and you're getting paid to provide that for them. So it's a great product, and this is why we're backing Tinlake so tough. It's because it's with the way things are right now with travel and canceled flights and delayed flights and a whole other hodgepodge of things going on. Trip cancellation insurance, I believe, is a must. So it's just really great. And they have competitive rates. I think the rates for Tinlake are super awesome. All right. So that is the same, that was the quote form again. So Tinlake support, we have a dedicated email for you guys for all your questions. It is tinlakesupport@archertravel.com, or there's a phone number. This is my direct desk line this way, right here, 818-236-4205. Now, please contact us before you contact Tinlake. The reason being is Tinlake is owned by another company called Squaremouth, which is also a travel protection insurance supplier. When you call, a Squaremouth operator will answer the phone. If you tell them you are looking for a policy, Squaremouth is their main company. They are more than likely going to offer you a Squaremouth policy. If you purchase this policy for your clients, you will not gain commission. We do not have the inside man because I communicate directly with the COO of Tinlake. If you have an issue, you need something done with the policy modification, questions, things like that, the door is closed for us on Squaremouth because we contracted specifically with Tinlake. So please do not call Tinlake unless you're making a claim on a policy. Any questions, concerns about purchasing a policy, coverage, things like this, although I am not a licensed insurance agent, I can get the answers for you, and I get those answers very quickly. So please reach out to us first. The other day I had a woman email me. They bought around a $2,500 policy, and she wanted to know how to get it added to her account. And she called Tinlake and talked to a Squaremouth operator, and she purchased a Squaremouth policy, not a Tinlake. So I had to tell her, unfortunately, ma'am, I'm sorry, but we do not offer commissions on Squaremouth policy. It is noted in all our trainings. It is noted in the Travel Cafe, everywhere. You need Tinlake specific. So please always use your sub-agent link. Whenever you want to look at a policy, because you can provide that sub-agent link to your clients. They can click on that and go and type in their information themselves and browse the policies and make a purchase themselves, that sale will still get credited to your account as long as they use the link. So you have two ways of doing it there, but please always use the link. Don't visit Tinleg directly and look at policies, because accidents happen and a policy could get bought without navigating through that link, and it won't get credited to your account. So to ensure you get the commission and to ensure that we have the availability to help you with policies if something arises, always use your link. Okay? So any questions or concerns or anything regarding policies, assistance, how do I do this, how do I do that? I'm pretty knowledgeable at Tinleg. Email tinlegsupport@archertravel.com. Those emails all come directly to me. All right, is that it? Oh wait, we got one more thing for you. All right, this is our top secret, priority top secret, covert name Tinleg operation. What is it, Amanda? Think she's
What? I don't know. What is top secret? What's
It's
happening?
Operation Giveaway. We're doing something. We're doing big things here because Tinleg is growing so rapidly, and we have so many agents selling policies, and sales are going through the roof with this. We want to give back because that's what we do at Archer Travel. We take care of our agents. So this will be in the month of June. We're putting something together for you. It's in the works, and I'm going to be happy to announce that probably mid next month on my next little short Tinleg training. But so get prepared, everyone. Get registered, and be prepared to sell some policies in July, because it's going to be worth it. Yeah, we're doing things. You know it's big. You know it's big if Archer Travel isn't telling you what it is. It's top secret. So give you guys a little incentive, because you guys are doing such a great job with Tinleg. You guys are definitely keeping me busy all day. All right. So.
Okay, well, we have some questions for you, Ryan. Are you
All right.
ready to do some Q&A?
Yeah, always. Let's have them.
Perfect. Okay, first question is, do I need to book any insurance on cruises, flights, or hotels if we book with Tinleg separately?
So if they book with Tinleg separately, you can use Tinleg for any of those flights, cruises. Doesn't matter what supplier they come from. You could use one supplier for the cruise, another supplier for the flight to get there. You can combine all that together and include that in the total cost when you create a quote.
So what you're saying is they would book Tinleg separately, but even if they book with multiple suppliers, they can have one travel insurance protection
Yes.
for their client.
Yes. Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah, Tinleg can't.
Okay, next.
Yeah, it can't be grouped into the any other suppliers, but you could include it in the cost before you book those. When you're compiling the quote for your client, take all that information and enter it into Tinleg and choose a policy. So you don't have to purchase it yet, but you can include that in the quote when you provide your client, so they already have a total cost that includes the travel protection.
Perfect. Okay, next question is, did you say insurance has to be purchased 15 days prior to the start of the trip?
Once you get to 15 days before departure, you can no longer purchase travel protection. It must be purchased from the date the trip was booked up until 15 days before departure. So once you get to 15 days after that, you can no longer purchase. It needs to be done before that. Now, however, cancel for any reason must be purchased within the first 14 days of initial booking. So regular policy, you have up until 15 days. Cancel for any reason, you only have the first 14 days to add in that upgrade.
Perfect. Okay, next question is, should we and can we sell travel insurance for auto rentals?
Yes. Yes, auto rentals can be covered in there, as long as it's a non-refundable, non-transferable deposit. Everything that's included in Tinleg must be non-refundable and non-transferable, because you're insuring something that otherwise you could not get back. That's what it's built for. That's what all travel protection is for. So if you have a flight or a rental car that if you don't make it, you have a refundable ticket, you cannot include that in Tinleg. Has to be non-refundable and non-transferable. You can include theme park tickets, excursions, everything, as long as it's non-refundable, non-transferable.
Does Tin Lake include medical insurance?
Yes, it does. There's a huge section on medical. Yes, I was just dealing with a woman earlier today. Her clients got pretty ill on a trip and needed to go to the hospital and have an emergency flight back to the United States. There is stuff that covers all of that. In Tin Lake, there's a whole section on medical. That slide I showed you earlier where it gave a breakdown of the policies, just keep scrolling down and it'll go like cancellation, and I think medical is the next one. And it has all different categories of medical and the amount of coverage it provides. And then when you get to the purchase screen, there's an option to even boost the medical. You can increase it up to like $200,000 on certain policies and things like that. So always read the details. There's a ton of stuff in there of what it covers, and then options that you can add in. So scroll down and check it out, because you might be surprised on how much it covers. This is why we went with them, because they're a great supplier.
Perfect. Next question is, I already have a trip booked for September. Can they have hotel and airline travel insurance for that through Tin Lake?
Yes. Yes.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
Next question is, I have a group of 50. Can I purchase one policy based on the cost of the trip?
So Tin Lake maxes out at groups of 10. So, but what you can do, you can break them down into 10 separate policies, or excuse me, 5 separate policies to include all 50 people. That's how you would cover that. But groups max out at 10.
Should I wait until July to have them purchased because you talked about the giveaway, or when is the giveaway starting?
The giveaway is starting June 1st and will end June 30th.
Okay.
That is up to you if you'd like to wait or not. We can't guarantee that the cost of the policy will be the same price. This is why there's a quote form. A lot of other insurance companies price their policies on a tier table, where where trip costs between 0 and 500, the policy is this much. From 501 to 1,000 is this much. Tin Lake really gives you a specific policy. That's why they have the quote form like that, because it takes in all the different variables and it will create a policy for you. So that's really an agent preference, whether you want to do it now or wait. Yeah, that's something you need to talk to your client about. I think I think client needs would outweigh a giveaway in this chance, because you really need to make sure that your client is well taken care of, because that's what's going to get him to come back for another trip.
And I'm sure you'll have more bookings by that time
Yes,
as well.
absolutely.
So you can always do another, and that can be an incentive as well.
Yeah.
Next one is, will the policy cover non-refundable airfare?
Yes, as long as it's non-refundable.
Okay.
And airfare.
Okay, go ahead.
Airfare. So covering airfare is one of the tricky areas. This is why I always recommend going with the cancel for any reason policy, because the regular cancellation criteria is I'm not going to say limited, but there are specific criteria that it needs to meet in order to be refunded on airfare. And this is the insurance world. They're going to have specific things that need to be met. So just go with cancel for any reason, and then if the airfare is non-refundable, they're going to get reimbursed.
Perfect. Next question is, are commissions protected with travel insurance policy, or is there any way you wouldn't get your commissions with the policy?
Can you repeat that? That was a kind of a complicated.
So, are commissions protected with the travel insurance policy, or is there any way they would not receive commission?
Okay.
With the policy.
So Tin Lake is a little. We handle Tin Lake a little differently than with respect to commissions than our other suppliers. Tin Lake is paid out before departure. So I compile the commission reports on the 15th of the month for the previous month. So just the other day, I did all of March on April 15th. We then receive a check, and once we receive the check, we process commissions on the next pay date, which is the 15th and the last day of the month. So these would be commissions for March would now be being paid out at the end of April. So if you book a policy on March 1st, you're going to be waiting 60 days. If you book a policy on March 30th, is there 30 or 31, the last day of March, you're going to wait 30 days till you get paid. Tinleg is our only supplier where we pay out before the commencement of travel. I think that answers the question. So yes, it would be protected. So even if someone cancels the way Tinleg we operate in our contract with Tinleg, commissions are paid out before travel. So 30 to 60 days roughly after you sell the policy, you should receive commissions on the next pay cycle. All right.
For airfare, can you use Tinleg travel insurance on an e-credit booking, like for Delta?
What is a e-credit? So
It means like something like they're credited, not like something they just paid out, right?
So insurance will only cover things that have cash value, rewards points and things like that. So if you're credited something, that's going to be something I'm going to have to look into because I haven't received anything like that yet. And you can definitely email me at tinlegsupport@archertravel.com with that question, and I can get you a definitive answer. I do know that if you have rewards points and things like that, those cannot be covered in a policy because they have no cash value. So email me that question and I'll look into that and give a direct answer because that's something I haven't come across yet, and we like to have our agents informed with the correct information.
When explaining it to a client, is it better to call it trip protection or insurance since we don't have insurance licensing?
So it's an affiliate program. I would call it travel protection because it's our travel protection supplier. You're protecting their investment in their travel through an insurance. So since we're an affiliate program, we are operating under another insurance firm. And so we are working directly with Tinleg like that. Technically, as a sub-agent, you are bringing in business and directing it to Tinleg. You are not selling them the policy yourselves because you're not underwriting it or things like this. You're not creating the policy. You are an affiliate in the Archer Travel Affiliate Program with Tinleg. But for the ease of your client's mind, which is very important, I would refer to it as travel protection insurance because you're protecting their investment in their travel.
Okay, someone's asking about commission, Kevin. If you just fill out the commission tracking form before the travel date, is that correct? They can still get commission?
You can.
Or is it different with Tinleg?
I would fill out the commission tracking form as soon as you sell a policy. I'm not sure the time limit there is on to submit a commission tracking form. That's going to be the same as with any other supplier. But I think if you submit a commission tracking form after travel, because we have had some agents miss it and some mistakes are made and they haven't got the correct information and things like that, they are processed after the fact. So
I wouldn't quote you on that. I just say check the commissions tab on your Travel Cafe website.
Yes.
And also, Jack's going to be here tomorrow and he's going to be doing a commissions training.
Yes.
So they can ask that tomorrow if
yes,
they want.
perfect opportunity. Ask Jack that because commissions is his world.
Okay, and our last question for you, Ryan, is can you still book a policy if a client is leaving in less than 15 days?
No, you cannot. Because when you enter all the information in the quote form, you will receive a blank screen because you are within that 15-day window.
Okay, so they can sell travel insurance from the time of the booking and then 15 days prior to the travel date, but no less.
Yes, exactly.
Awesome.
All
Okay,
right.
that was the last question we have today. Ryan, is there
Awesome.
anything else you wanted to say before we
No.
close out?
If anyone else has any questions they think of after they live, please email them to tinlakesupport@archertravel.com. And all you new agents, please register. This is a great product, and you can offer your clients some peace of mind knowing that if something comes up, they're not going to be out a lot of money that they've spent on their trip. So register at tinlake@archertravel.com. That's all for now. I will see you guys next month or maybe sooner. All right. I'll be
Thank you so
filling
much,
in for
Ryan.
Amanda tomorrow. So you guys will hear my voice tomorrow.
Yeah, don't miss out tomorrow. Commissions training at 3 p.m. Pacific time.
Yep.
And for those Australian agents, they're probably not on this call, you have a training at 4 p.m. Pacific time. So hope everyone has a good day. Thank you so much,
All right.
Ryan, and thank you everyone for joining
Always
us.
a pleasure.